Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Equip Weekly. Let's take a look at this week's online service stuff. As always, none of this is meant to be mean. None of this is meant to be hurtful. It is all so we can get better together. And let me tell you guys, you guys are doing some great work. And I got some good stuff this week. You guys did, not me. And we're going to take a look at some of that here. So let's take a look at what we've got. Let's go to section A. I'll probably want to see what's going on here. This is the wrong date, isn't it? Again. All right. And then let's pull up my notes here. All right. So again, this week I got distracted about halfway through editing, and I got notes for the first song of the first section, and then I got distracted and completely forgot. So we'll do a little bit of improv and a little bit of stuff that I took notes for. So let's take a look here. Section A, 1345.
Jesus Christ has.
All right. This is, oh yeah. All right. So let's take a look here. Let's make this a little bigger so you can see what's going on. There we go. So if we take a look here, we're out of focus, and we did get eventually back into focus, but watch here, it's out of focus now. Then it gets into focus right there. So right here, we're at 1412. And so we spent about a minute of him not in focus. So just make sure that we're continuing to have that muscle memory as we get our shot, and then we hit autofocus every time. Autofocus should always be the last thing that we're hitting on the camera, so we know that it is in focus. All right, 1357. This is the shot of Josh here, and we're gonna turn this off. So this is a decent shot. It'd be awesome if we could just get a little bit more, maybe something a little more like that. Just so he's filling the space a little more. The main tension in this shot is just kind of this blank spot here. Feels a little bit negative. As far as space goes, we could do a couple of things. We could just zoom in just a little bit more. So the cross ends up being a border, making it a little shorter. So making the negative or the frame a little bit shorter here. Or we could zoom all the way in and just go like that. Even closer than that. Something a little more like that, and get a little bit more of the bass in there. All right, 1449. Oh yeah, I know we were having slider issues last night, but we need to. We definitely need the slider to move a little bit faster. We wanted about 80 to 90% on the speed. Yeah. All right. 1709. Too far. Camera 3. Yeah, this is a beautiful shot. Morgan here, right in that third, and the thirds are in agreement here. I love that. So she's just barely in the third as the overall, and then we have Jeremiah pushing the frame border right here, And that right there, and she's in that third as well. That's a great shot right there. I love it. All right, 1723. And yes, okay, so this is another great shot from camera 3. I love what you got here. Just that close-up of what's going on. And the way, especially with the way Eric was playing at the moment, it worked really, really well to have that drum in there. Getting that nice close-up, seeing what's happening in there. That's just a cool shot. I like it. Excellent. All right, so that's where my notes ended. And as you can see, we have much more to go. So let's take a look as we keep going here. Good shot here. Maybe just a little bit less headroom. Just a tiny bit, maybe up to here. We've gotten a lot of camera 1 here. You've been going back to this shot, and that is a great shot and good stuff. I do remember there was a little bit of micro adjusting happening there, and I'm pretty sure there are reasons why. So don't take that too harshly. Good job capturing Dan. Dan is very movement oriented when he plays, and he was singing along well. It was great to have him there, and like you can see, even right here, he's playing and he's moving around. But then we also get him over here in camera 2 while he's playing and moving around. That helps so much. Anytime you can get somebody movement in, you can get movement in the background that isn't necessarily just the person you're focused on. All right, so let's move here. Again, good shot here, framing her in like that. That looks fantastic. You had a great shot of Josh, it looks like, right here. And again, maybe zoom in just a little bit here, just so it doesn't feel as negative as far as space goes. I mean, you can just barely leave some headroom there. That would look really good. Great shot of Morgan there. I like the shot of Dan here. Put him in that third, and so this is kind of a pseudo frame within a frame, but the border would probably be closer to the middle of Jeremiah here, and he's in the third there too. So yeah, good call. Everything's looking good. I love this shot here too of Morgan, catching her in between the two people there. Just feels really good. All right, let's go on to section C here. Good shot of Morgan here. Good shot of Morgan and his name's Jeremiah. Excuse me. Let's take a look here. Zoom in. Good shot of Dan. I didn't notice this before, but I could have them fade into each other so they're looking at each other. That'd be kind of weird, I guess, though. Dan does move around a lot. I love it. Yeah, you guys did a good job at capturing Dan here. The one up here in the camera 1, camera 3's been grabbing some good shots of him. Our leader cam looks great. Like this shot here of kind of finding Jeremiah in between there. Maybe just a tad less headroom. Maybe. That's a taste issue. Maybe on this one. So, maybe, just maybe, a little bit further to the left with Morgan on here, so the negative space doesn't feel like it's taking over quite as much. Other than that, I use the shot, so I obviously like it. So Dan moving around. This is a good shot, cool shot here too of Josh. That's his name. Oh my gosh, my brain's not working. Okay, I ended up using this shot. I'm pretty sure that's Kelsey. Yep, right here I used it. Love this. Love this. Being able to capture the moment without having to get right up in their face is always a good idea when you can do it. We don't need a ton of this, but some of it is helpful and really puts you in the moment. So great job on that shot, camera 3. I'm glad we got that. Good shots of Joel. Excellent job catching the him in the thirds there and in the center on the main camera. Yeah. And that's what all I got for you today, guys. Excellent job this week. Love it. Keep your eyes open because Christmas is coming up. Advent, and we're gonna get some. We're gonna have the opportunity to do some fun stuff over Christmas. We're gonna be changing the lighting a little bit, so everything's gonna look Christmassy and fun. And I think you guys are gonna have a whole bunch of fun getting new shots, fun shots, and yeah. So, yeah. You guys are awesome. Love you guys, and I hope you are having a fantastic day. You guys are so much fun to hang out with. So I'm glad we get to do it. We'll talk soon.